I do have a point to make. We're talking about vision boards today. And for those of you who know me, this means the world to me. Having a vision board means the world to me. It helps, in my mind, with life and direction. It helps you know where you want to go. But before you can create a vision board, it begins in the mind. You got to know what you want. A lot of you guys are juniors and seniors, I'm assuming. If you're younger than that, good for you. But those of you who are thinking about transitioning sooner or later, college will be over. Those of you who are graduating in a few months, that means you have to get a job. That means a lot of you are moving back home. Unless you got it like that and you got a job and you can get in a nice apartment. But most of you it's all right. I'm sorry. Okay, so it begins in the mind. You gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you're going for. Most of the time we know what we want, but sometimes we get caught up with the noise. What's the noise? Parent expectations, what they want from us. You need to do this, and you need to do that. College is over. Are you getting your master's with school? Did you look at schools? Blah, 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 blah. You don't have to get your master's. You don't have to be in a relationship if you don't want to. If he is not the one, if she is not the one, drop them.
Drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Yell all the guys in relationships.
What I'm saying is, most of the time we know where we want to go. It's about how we're going to get there. And that's what the vision board will help you do, if you let it. Next slide. So, a vision board can be different things. You can use words, pictures, words and pictures. I mean, it's all up to you, however you want to do it. Next slide. When you think of vision boards, what do people think of? Goals, plans. What does that equal success? You're going to make it because you believe, right?
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
Woo! Yes.
Oh.
Not really. What does a vision board help you do? I guess, not really, no. It helps you create habits. Habits are what change your life. You want to feel beautiful on the inside out? You put that sticker thing on your, what is it, mirror? You read it every day. I am beautiful inside and out, right? I want to be in this kind of relationship. You tell yourself that every day, and it will happen. Trust and believe. And how do I know this? My story! I know myself better than anybody else. So I figured I'd tell you a little bit about myself. I believe in practicing what you preach. So, giving you guys a window into my life. I have no problem with that. I love this. I made myself a vision board in March. March wasn't a tough time for me. It was a time where I was like, okay, it's winding down. I'm graduating in May with a master's. I don't have a job. I have student loans. I have a car payment. And I don't have a job. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do. But I know what I want. It's about putting it down so I can see it. A daily reminder to help me get to where I want to go. So for those of you who don't know, I'm married.
He put a ring on it.
I love my husband very much. He's awesome. I've been married 3.5 years. I got married young. I don't suggest it if you don't want to.
It's a terrible relationship.
You gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. And so one Saturday I said, we're gonna make vision boards. And he was like, for what? Why? And I was like, no, we're gonna make one for our marriage. We're gonna make one for, no, I'm gonna make one. So I bought my stuff. I went to Hobby Lobby. For those of you who don't know, check it out. It's crafts, it's heaven. Yeah, it's even better. But we're going to talk about professional. I'll just go into professional with you guys. For my professional, I said I'm going to graduate in May 2014. Woo!
Check.
What did I say? I'm going to get my teaching certification, but I am not, who can finish the blank? I am not going to pay for it. You aren't ready. I am going to apply to Harvard to get a doctor of educational leadership because I feel like I'm going to change the world. Woo! Yeah, you are. Woo! Thank you. And then I'm going to impact education reform. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it. I had no idea what I was talking about, guys. But I believed it. I believed it up here, and I wrote it down. So let me give you a little story. All right. So who remembers George? Good old friend George. Yay. Tap Kingdom. No more. Sorry. I don't really get it. But George gives me a call. So I had a summer job. Working my summer job. I have no job lined up. Mind you, it's August. Like, whoo. Sally Mae is going to start knocking, right? No job, what am I going to do? It is what it is. Get a call from George, last day of my job at Westcon, my undergrad. He keeps calling me. I'm like, why are you calling me? I haven't talked to you in months. So he tells me about this job opening. And they're like, hey, do you want to be an RHD? Are you interested? You can do it. I know you would love the job. And I was like, yeah, And then they go, oh, there's a catch. It's a graduate assistantship, so you have to go back to school. When you just graduated from college and then you go straight to your master's, who wants to go back to school for another master's? I was like, oh, maybe, I don't know. So I go home, I think about it. Guess what's hanging on my wall? My vision board. And what does it say? Get my teaching certification. And what did I say? I'm what?
Paid for it.
Paying for it. No, Sacred Heart, you're not taking any more of my money. And so I realized this job was in perfect alignment with my goal, with my vision. But how did I know that? How was that confirmed to me? Because sometimes when we get in the midst of chaos or noise or where we're freaking out, you know, where's the bottom line is like, okay, where your parents are like, where's that job? Where's that job where you get, you know, sometimes you can't think clearly. But sometimes when you look up, not into the heavens, but at your wall, you see that vision board. And you see that vision board, it gives you a sense of direction. And it reminds you of what you truly want. And what does that do? It knocks out the BS. You don't have time for it. You know exactly what you want and you go for it. That goes for relationships, that goes for friends. Some friends were falling away. It's like, I guess I didn't need you anyways. Keep it moving. But you start seeing who your true friends are because you're focused, you're determined. You know what you want and you go for it. So what am I saying? You need to make a vision board. No, you don't have to if you don't want to. But since you're here, you are gonna make a vision board. So my point is why? Why am I talking about vision boards? So you know where you're going. With the vision board, it helps you figure out who you are. Because you're not doing it based on what your parents, what your girlfriend, what your boyfriend, what anybody says, but what you want. And what you want for your life. But what I'm trying to say is we want to create habits to change your life. And you do that by knowing where you're going and what you want out of life. And with a lot of you transitioning into seniors or into graduates, alumni will be your new title. You want to know where you're going. Because when you do, you'll be a much happier person.